Hey everybody, the moment of truth. Carburetor is freshly rebuilt. Hopefully I did it right. It's the first time I've ever rebuilt a carburetor, but they seem pretty simple. So, vacuum advance on this distributor does not work. At least when I suck on the hose, I just continuously suck air. So I need a new vacuum advance for this Presto Light distributor. Got a new fuel line from a Grand Wagoneer because this was all crusty and corroded. This is run to a 1 gallon tank on the hood, just temporarily. Obviously I don't have a gas tank. Well, I do, but it's not fixed and it's not in yet. All the vacuum lines I already rerouted a while ago. Things I don't need are plugged. It does have a major exhaust leak from the air injection tubes over here and over there. I plan to break those off and weld the little holes on the exhaust manifolds. It does need new belts. These belts are pretty old. I mean, they're more than pretty old. They're very old. This belt right here was to the air conditioner, and if this thing will focus, I don't think it's going to focus, but maybe you can see it's pretty bad, and it was actually twisted. I tried to twist it back, but I'm like, you know what, I don't need AC. It probably doesn't even work, so I just cut it off. The power steering hose is also twisted. I don't know how that happened, but it needs new belts. So, but I'm just going to run with it, and we'll see what happens. I just want to at least back it out of here and go from there. So I need to put the phone down real quick because I need to siphon this gas out. If I can do this. So I need to disconnect this fuel line right here so I can actually get some gas flowing. So this is not going to be very fun siphoning this. Put it up to my mouth. If I can do it, actually. This hose is not long enough. Of course, I'm leaking gas everywhere. Come on. You know, instead of using a screwdriver for these things, I probably should really use a socket wrench, because that was a ton of gas. I think I'm going to get a rag. Kind of blot some of this up, just in case I don't start any fires. I do have fire extinguishers though. And this is probably going to be a long video, I'm just letting you guys know, so I just at least want to get most of that gas up. There's another puddle right there. Wasn't expecting it to come out that quickly. Well, of course I was, but I wasn't expecting my screwdriver to slip multiple times while I was tightening that. I think that's most of like the puddles. Might be a little one right there. Just bear with me here, guys. This is not a, I've started it up beforehand. Started up for the video. Oh wow, look, amazing, it just started. It's not that type of thing. So this is all, you're working with me as I'm doing this. So let me go grab my fire extinguisher just in case. It's just a little one. I have others in the shop though. To be honest, I really don't want to use a fire extinguisher on this thing. I would rather use like a wet rag or something. Maybe get some wet rags here. Wet these things up in the sink. Because a fire extinguisher is just going to completely mess the whole engine up as far as that powder. Those ABC fire extinguishers, you just can't get that powder off once you get it on stuff. So we just got some wet rags to throw on there just in case. I'm not going to be like Uncle Tony where if a fire starts, he just lets it burn, because there are wires on cars. I don't know why that guy... He works on vehicles that don't have wiring everywhere, so when a fire starts, to him it doesn't panic him because he just lets it burn out, but I'm not going to be like that. So anyway, battery is hooked up. Fuel has a siphon, at least for now. I need to fill the bowl up. Maybe put some in here just to get it going. So let's see what happens. I will put the camera... Where am I going to put the camera? I'll put it in my vise. How about that? Okay. So let's start this vehicle. Or attempt to. Well, she starts. No fires. Let's keep pumping the gas and keep going and see what happens. Runs, everybody. The problem is I have to stay on the throttle in order for it to keep its idle, so I'm not sure. I have to mess with it, so maybe I won't be able to drive it out of here. I could probably drive it out of here if I keep my foot on the throttle. For some reason the oh, I see what happened. Probably have a vacuum leak right here. So I think, I guess when I started the engine, the fan belt blew off the hose for the distributor vacuum advance. That's probably not the issue, but let me put that back on here. and tuck this away and find another screw. Just stick in there. Sounds great. I have like 40-50 psi oil pressure. I'm not sure if the battery is charging really good though. It seems to be when I step on the gas. Just trying to shove a screw in here so I don't have a vacuum leak. I really wish I could get this thing idling just long enough. Oh, it does seem to be the fuel line over here is leaking. So I'm going to have to take this apart, put some like silicone, I know I had some around here. Some pipe thread sealer or something like that. Maybe I can tighten these up just a little bit more. Let me put the phone down again. Like I said, this is going to be a long video, so... See, I don't want to tighten this too much and strip the threads on this thing. It's pretty tight already. Okay, let's try this again. This time the vacuum advance line is out of the way. Should probably zip tie this thing. Just gonna tuck it in here between the wires. Yeah, but for some reason it just doesn't want to high idle. So either the choke, there's something wrong with the choke, or I'm not really sure. See, I know the choke down here, where it gets its heat from, is broken off. Those little stupid heat tubes or whatever. But we'll try this again. Oh, I hate that buzzer. That's going to be like one of the first things I do when I get this thing ready. My foot slightly on the gas, just a very little bit, in order to keep this thing going. It looks like the alternator is charging. I got 40 psi oil pressure. It says the parking brake is on, but I don't think it is. Truck is loud. It's got a true dual exhaust with scat packs on it, so oh, it's actually idling now. Oh yeah, look at that exhaust leak. Ow, I don't even know if you guys can hear me. I don't know if it's an exhaust leak or if oil is burning off of the exhaust, but now it's running by itself. It's got a little shake to it. Let's see if I can back her out of here. I'm gonna put you guys back in the vise. Don't want to crush my phone. I'm so happy. Whew. Awesome. I am so happy. First drive on this thing. Power steering is a little wonky. I don't really have power steering. Yeah, I think I have an exhaust leak, a big exhaust leak over here. Or it's just oil that's still burning off. I can't really close the hood, unfortunately, because the fuel line that I have is not long enough to reach around. So I can drive, but I'm going to drive with no visibility out the windshield. And plus it's dirty in here. Sweet. Actually has some pretty decent power. I barely step on the gas and that thing moves, especially compared to my Wagoneer. But my Wagoneer is like 1,500 pounds more than this thing, so I am so happy. I'm sorry again for the long video, guys, but you're working with me, like I said, so this is the first time I've ever driven this thing, so obviously a lot more work needs to be done. I need to fix these panels. I need new leaf springs. I need new tires. The tires on these things are done. I need to fix the idle on this thing, adjust the idle screws. Adjust the air fuel screws on the bottom. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. There's my 76 Jeep J10 first drive. I don't know how many years this thing's been sitting, but it actually fired right up, so cool beans.